Temabuga ene uyi puti anyone Temabuga na the national chairman of the New Patriotic Party. No disrespect to him, but I'm telling him, he say the way you're carrying no nyama fano. He is more old NDC than anything MPP.
You don't know these streets like we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Streeters Watching. I go by the name Zionana Kweku Bliss. This is our editorial. Listowel is in the building. www.mybets.africa. Ucha udinkwa de betcha in a more digital and professional way. Matrix Gym, anything that has to do with fitness, wellness, and health. Legon City Mo Okohonoma, you would be sorted out. We are here because the former information minister, Mustapha Hamid, during the Akufo-Addo government, he was the information minister, has said one or two things. And looking at what he's saying, people are agreeing to that fact. What exactly did he say? He's saying that today, the NDC appears to have gained that advantage of literates. In other words, omo munima dienano, omo asheftuko eye NDC, omo movie from the NPP. And this is a video to it. Let's watch this. When we come back, we'll discuss it.
Ena, yama NDC for a blackmail yensa. Ena, ye gani free sa tag no ho. Yeso ye koye ye hu say yeso ye veranda party ni ade. Okaya party ni mu afei obi akasa by heart. Now we have MPP people to also insult in the attempt to say NDC for. So sana ni nyina no. Ye gani free ye quote title na ya yes ye pese ye veranda boy te so no. Na omo afechiri na omo court ye elites no. Ne CSOs, middle class, labor, wine no. Ama sese ye ni beti eso no. Ko parliament ko hwe sese ye were doctor, professors, ye were retired police commissioners, ye were medical doctors on the NDC bench. Kanina na ntisa. Kanino ko parliament a crachi fo kuku dam nyina MPP side na no mugu. Oh, but we woke up to a rude shock say ye intellectual base no oma desert ye. Onko ama sese yetimi luzu all the big campuses, University of Cape Coast, University of Ghana. Kanino MPP could afford to go and sleep say any constituency be a university will be ano. You take it for granted say a MPP place. But say academics any professors in Omakodom NDC, even governmental appointments, or they doctors, Professor Jamponum, Dr. Mensanum, they now have professors.
Welcome back. Listo.
Yeah.
This is coming from an MPP member, a strong MPP member. He was in charge of what?
He was a lecturer and or prepare a third vice of the MPP. As I'm not all can, it's true. During my time, our poly 2010 to 2013. Now we are NDC near. Now offering. Yes.
Okay.
Now we are NDC now offering. Test on it 10. 10 for no, you see them doing activities, but 10 for no. Omu meetings ni na even baby cry na 10 for your meeting no cry na just a outcast the building be as a obi use be no makwa show kakra bi
and omu meeting
but na test con for omu ye meetings e wo sunyano poly omu ye meetings wo afas ya accountancy
okay
yen auditorium e ho na no omu ye meeting. And we move per classroom baby kakra bi no makwa kwhye. That was the MVP and the NDC.
Yeah.
But some way somehow I started from 2016 and I met Mark say I started from 2008.
Okay.
Idea NDC for realize Sadian.
Okay.
Say answer yes, yeah, Congress. You're social democrat. You believe say the vulnerables, everybody, they get to everybody come on board. Brabe joining. But the fact say everybody get to we near the adeno. Imom joining. You need people the angel because you are not going into battle among yourselves.
Yeah.
You are going to battle the opposition. And opposition, they will present
the elite.
Or they will present elite. So you need to also at least get people almost be to me amateur. Because MPP and NDC, right? Your middle people, so almost shower. They don't belong here, they don't belong there. So if you want to win an election, you need
majority from
the middle for
to come to your side.
And from say they can what? They can reason through what? Both parties and analyze what you've done, and based on that,
yeah. So they will look at your manifesto.
What you are promising and all that.
Pass no.
Yes.
Then they decide. They don't belong to say
me ideology.
NDC.
Because two parties need ideology. Follow. I hope you understand.
Follow it.
In 2012.
Yeah.
And I say 2008. And a Professor Johnny Evans Atamios.
May so rest in peace.
Yes. He started the evolution of the new NDC now. Right? MPP, they only show your more ideology. So they attract the elite by default.
Yeah.
And that was a mistake on where they will make here. So you don't attract elite by default. No. You have to continue to build elite.
Yeah.
What I say, you need to build elite. So, when you be say, or Dr. Maneboama, Okuje to Ablakwa, Fellow Sufusu Kwachi,
my guy,
Ajeni Mbuatin. There is some of your friend Ajeni Mbuatin.
Okay.
Onusu Oho.
Okay.
Haruna Idrisu.
My guy.
One would dinya amabubo. When the NDC ebenya power no in 2008, and a Professor Mills who say, Veranda Boys, leaders no, the E.T. Mensens, the old guys no, Obeda Samuamu, Kumbo, Omuna no more Keda, or from Kedes, or Jerry Block no, way by no say no. Mami man kola an opportunity.
No so.
So Felix Ofosu Kwache was in government under Prof Mills. Okuje to Ablakwa. Those people now young. Zatam no young. Nine you cry now. 2008 up to today. Look at them.
Yeah, very young.
They are young. Until they started and they intentionally gave them those positions. Senebeya ebe uye university niya. You look at na say Okuje to Ablakwa. No ye student leader. Na say obaye no wababenya we. Inti hono
you be encouraged.
How we NDC niya. NDC kra no. And MPP so the perception better was say they deal with what? Elite experience. So elite in the society, no more the more experience.
Until you can't just come out of school and
just get a minister.
A minister and as get a position.
I also could line so.
Yeah.
But Prof knows here and say, hey, could you talk black woman in your position? My Mudia. And he say, wait, so and a first step.
Okay.
It's young guys in the starting enough, he fell as mono. No more the conversation, yes. Now, still, almost style of communication, and now was I could say, and yet based on proper research, Papa Bia, because elite young guys now, but no musa, nempen for na day, dominating. What I say, into elite for yes, Felix Kasa, yes, brilliant young chap, but in terms of Kasamana I have influence no mundu sa level.
Yeah.
What I say? To the sense baby cry no. honum na Jerry Bufu ya
babies with sharp teeth.
Obeka babies with sharp teeth. Started from there because na Jerry wanted say Prof Mills bema ni keda for no because I keda for no loyalty is toward Prof Mills.
Yeah.
It no believe say was so then or reward sa people no.
Okay.
But Prof Mills so yes sir. It be man sa right and the best say assembly cry say na Jerry wanted Prof Mills to jail Kufuor appointees. And chairman so no do no pass
Asumdwe.
and he will not what? He will not do that. Inti woman President Mahama so here then na President Mahama every then ebe take you over no. Right? Now kwa say I say me young and these young guys now I can relate with them.
Yeah.
Unlike because only Prof Mills na mo win elections. And I'm on my appointment I found Kulankula. I don't know from team A and team B at that time.
Yeah.
Of course, Gabra Mobeka team A and team B. They criticized Prof Mills and it
was hard.
What I said.
What follow politics? I was that season where it got to a point in Penifone war NDC muna majority of them
yes, and I
like it's a line. It's supposed to be a line. It was a yes, say wabaha, and that's what experience. It was so cool. And sana mema ba.
Yes, I will because I feel do baby no. Now, President Mahama no deputy communication behind a Cospio Gabrano. Now President Mahama Babe Abel Frogno because of the selection of vice running mates to 2008 election. Right, I say it. Mona namu ya criticize mo say mafa enkola. And you did that based on what proper conviction. And Mahama Beka said he learned a lot under Prof Mills. And they appear to be weak leaders, but they are not.
They are not.
Omu free abemu kotranchenya. And abemu say, hey, Sane na omu ye juma pa. They were what leading the country as it's supposed to what to be. Yameka want to say that is why President Mahama. Even yet after say it to about a CDT and Sano, Ghana futa in your confidence because they compared and realized that hey, Nana man we know the Obuma in pa. It was also by no and on near day. Edisa and Kulano ye the Ebe and he had a block. They or then politics you need to have your block.
Yeah.
People are loyalty is to what? Is to
people you can rely on any time.
Yes, inti ono belidium no. Young ono onye tetefoni bi and no ye den ebe da honum. Say ope party a ma chance. So that was the communication and I started here then and it come with time.
Yeah.
That was communication and I started here then. Bank cranka. What I say, right? Into medical test contain, campus, and a so people realize anyway. So it be do point B, right? Now, some then after 2016 elections, and baby some if by all of a sudden. National NDC national elections no assessor. Kokubu ahemo na no lead in terms of communication. Solomon Kansamo Kakresa Mamuna no lead NDC communication. All of a sudden assessor.
Yeah.
You be one say Malik Basentali. Osi Ope deputy.
Hard guy.
Sami Jemfi. Only win a contest yes. That time no communicated ma NDC. No disrespect to them. That was the style of communication then.
Yeah.
Now a personality way.
Yeah.
The Solomon Cancer veteran say, "Obetima can all die be die by 2 million." Say Kufuor can all die be die. Instead of so obetiri mu adia or no party ne ye ne de ompese omo ye no. It was all about Nanado can all die be die. Oba you to training, oba obey say, sir. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I say ono na ye MP for what? For Lolobi Akpafu I think that people will know ni Legon City Square no na mukakra. So Fred Agbenyomu, they were the people that no lead the communication. But on communication, now it was not what it was not deep driven economy as a terms going into nitty-gritty, bringing figures near the it was me my bet now na mama yewe makeka ma kasa ntwini sa level no. Then Sami Jemfi be contested here and Sami Jemfi won. When Sami Jemfi was coming, we heard say Ibrahim Mama, he was what okoye adwuma wo KMA, right? Ena kujobonsu ehu no na ohun say no the way guy we ye nyama no. That is why me catch us say woni pani koye adwuma ma pani ni hu say wo yi nyansa. Sami Jemfi ye de portray ma kujobonsu hu say oye we na ode ne ma Ibrahim Mama. And Ibrahim Mama de ne de ne ba down. And omuto aba ne ye den man. So at some point he was even spokesperson for engineers and planners, something like that.
Okay.
And we'll be winning here.
Yeah.
So elections, no. I'm telling you, say it was what the final straw on the Prof Mills Adena in 2018. Yeah. So elections now a day. Sami Jemfi, Malik Basentali, Pablo. Pablo. That was the final way. Sami Jemfi was leading the communication. I always tell you, say, look, your communication, that is in terms of artists, or PR team, they make or make the brand.
Oh yeah.
Sami Jemfi take it away, Oja is a conversation about the personality conversation. He started what? Looking at the paper. Ghana ana the Obabeye analysis or the paper seba. Hey kokubako. Ono ba no de bagaba. Yada politicians omo ba mo na ma na time na so mo ba be rawo. But Sami Jemfi decided to come with documents.
Facts.
Into a new argument. In 2008 the GDP under the MPP, not under the NDC was this. The GDP was this. HSM party was better. So he started that conversation. And look, it took MPP by surprise. I feel no munyo biya mane marche no. To the extent say almost topic Osia abronye. Ewo United Television show ne ende abroadly. Osia abwa papon. The show ended abruptly. Afi okokoshia eho na nabi ya ene. Ono ne ye demonstration. Ono ne wogu party no afi osa ye demonstration. O person almost have to no so aban. Oshia ono any MP. Na sata masempa omo pepe omo tutu. Sami Jemfi elashi omo with what? Fact and figures ma omo to omo sa the ball no. Omo to omo sa the ball no. They couldn't match him. So they had to what? Resort to what? Physical way. At the end of the NDC for a year in the past, no? Now, no.
Adopted.
Yes. MPP for Baba adopted to the extent a member of parliament. Small boy, any day, fact and figures. The Buoma Mafi, the almost say the Ekekano.
Okay.
So, someone maybe I didn't hear a feedback. So, Sami Jemfi and Ankoyesa Ononkwa, the communication bureau, no? Lawyer Eric J. Kwesi Mensa. There's one that guy or just all the regions who just brilliant university way for no day. Oh, grooming almost say, look, when you are going for a TV or radio show, make sure you take the topics, get the facts and figures. And go and what? Sami Jemfi, Asia, Kofi Bentel. That show was the biggest show I met Maka Sami Jemfi. He was in his element. They were talking about a family and friends government. And we notice under President Mahama, the family and friends nipa no direct blood no what we one ana kufa do dey bebre oshia koku baako oshia gari ni mako na oshia Kofi Bentel 1 against 3 or finish omo ewo show no so ehonum no de cemented there the level say afi MPP communicators ni nyina no muntu mi no ahi agbakura de na air time director of communication ne counterpart or MPP afi kura de na air de eyewe afi Nana Komia he was meeting Nana Komia was what Ogboro in terms of communication guru MPP he was meeting Nana Komia dems.
Okay.
They couldn't match Hamid fire. They were surprised. MPP they were surprised. Afi now they wanted to attack him. In Japan, no more Jumadi ni first no. Na MPP NDC wo man be a friend Azoka.
Yeah.
So what Azoka boys are. Or no ordinary boys ballot papers. I say Agwezi the Takashi high level no. MPP wanted to counter that man. And umpomo counter that man no. Look at the person who didn't buy Kenny Japan and who didn't buy. That was why Kenny Japan was doing all the dirty work or the reputation in the BBR. He was doing that. What I say? And Kenny Japan training abronya. It's an abronya training on Kenny Japan. No? Kenny Japan abronya Kenny Japan a training. No? Or you soon two. No, bawa. Satam na communication be mo. On be di mahama tem. Tem di die sa level na sa na NDC no. Den. Edi omo fact and figures na den. Eni egu abonten. Now in 2016, when the MPP won the elections, omo win elections no. Omo di nkofo bi bae. Ye from invisible forces. And data forces.
Yeah.
Because of say enye almost star no enye oma de NDC ade omu den eja wo machi no MPP couldn't manage that situation to the extent said sa invisible forces omu to me record chase judge omu to me TV studios this were things na den
yes.
NDC former muso as Okabo as the yes hadian. It's them on the party of elite. To the signs were there.
So it was more like we are adopting way style in a way. I'm
interchange.
Okay.
What I say? NDC war as Okamo. Omufa way. So Kenya Japan and in charge of sa as invisible forces. Ona no oye the on handle omo. Or any other guys no or control omo. But they couldn't manage them. Like what I say, elite for no. Now what is this? So there are people joining NDC today. No more MPP for.
Yeah.
Solid. Never say, although we don't belong to these two political parties, but we are aligned
with their vision.
And as Uncle Phone United, Anuna, Mustapha Hamid Yeden, can want some.
Okay.
Say today ne obi say Professor Jampo any appointment under NDC. Na first I happen with MPP. What I say? And afi omufa kabima minke bi nye den. Enye adwuma sa level no na ababedu nti okasa oye de odika ene mami o di videos kakra bia de aba. Omo MPP darling boy ba ko ye frɛ no Kosibotwe Junior. Oni Belamundi, Monshe de Belamundi dieno, o de Monshe video no.
In my opinion, there was nothing democratic about the demonstration that was organized over the weekend. Because if you block the entrance to a major referral hospital, the 37 military hospital, and I have read on Twitter that so far about 10 people have died as a result of the blockage of the main entrance of the 37 military
you read
hospital.
On Twitter?
Yes.
Which page exactly? Is it coming from the hospital itself, from the Ghana Police Service?
It was coming from the Ghana Ambulance Service. The person works with the Ghana Ambulance Service.
Yes, I am Simon Yusuf Keura. I'm the Deputy Public Relations for National Ambulance Service.
All right, thank you for joining us here. Is it true that there are some 10 people who lost their lives over the weekend as a result of the protest?
Good morning again, and giving us this opportunity to clarify. As far as National Ambulance Service is concerned, we haven't received anything of that nature. We haven't recorded it.
You haven't recorded any death?
We haven't received any, we haven't recorded any information about 10 deaths or even a single death in ambulance because of the blockade of the demonstrators.
Welcome back.
Now, on one, me say, on so we so young. Your friend Kwame Anthony, on so muntie no the communication.
Prove beyond reasonable doubt means it must be beyond a shadow of doubt. I am glad that he himself, after pondering over it, came to correct it. because the position of the law is abundantly clear. The Lord Denny in Miller and Attorney General, and if you permit me, I'll read it to you. The position was clearly outlined by Lord Denny in Miller and Minister of Pension, 1947, All England Law Reports 372. That proof beyond reasonable doubt does not mean proof beyond a shadow of doubt. The law will fail to protect the community if it admitted fanciful possibilities. And fanciful possibilities include possibility that the sun will come and burn all of us right now. It's possible. Is it probable? No. It will be what? The law will not serve the community if the court accepted those fanciful possibilities. So proof beyond reasonable doubt is not proof beyond a shadow of doubt. Indeed, the Supreme Court of Ghana in Frimpong alias Iboman and the Republic, determined by the Leonard Jones Doche GSC in 2012, reiterated this position on reliance of Miller and Minister of Pension. So there is no such thing that proof beyond reasonable doubt must be beyond a shadow of doubt. There is no such thing. Then he says that the decision was made on oath against oath. That is, with all respect, misleading to the audience. When something is oath against oath, it means that you make a claim, I make a claim, and the decision is made based on only on our opposing claims. That is not what happened in court. The claim of Chairman Wontumi was that he led the man there to go and do what? Reclamation. The man said it is for what? Mining and reclamation. The court looked at that issue. Then the court also looked at other facts. And for our purposes, I did mention those other facts. One, that there was no payment agreement to be shown. The man is showing that the payment agreement was the mining. And I told you how it is impossible to pay millions of dollars of reclamation with Kube money. Then beyond that fact, there is the fact that Chairman Wontumi led the man.
Asemaba, welcome back.
Now, I said Unketiani, NDC MPP Befa Wanaba. What the level of a said Unketia, MPP Befa Wanaba?
In my comment section.
Fifi Kweti. General Secretary.
Yeah.
What do you want General Secretary no one between 1 to 2 Fifi Kweti?
Comment section.
Now, show Chairman Buga. Chairman Buga and we Puti was a Putin. Anyway, Chairman Buga na the national chairman of the New Patriotic Party. No disrespect to him. But I'm telling him, say, the way of carrying who ya no nyamafano. He is more old NDC than anything MPP.
Okay.
But today, MPP Friday, and that is why the MPP suffer humiliating defeat in the last election. Because now, no, the NDC appear to what? To be what? A party corner to the elite. Both elite and what? And the veranda boys. And the MPP for now, no, ababe kasiye. Because now, if veranda boys, because of say party penny for no like omunyema bi efa in certain way no. Omunyina suya. Enti washa TikTok no. NDC communicators na say be ebu okron ko school da no. They try to what? Compare issues, not personalities.
Yeah.
You will see them say NDC yesay, omu yesay compared to MPP. Mumba yesay, all like first now. All die be die. Nanadwa yesay, well Mahama yesay, Nanadwa yesay, Mahama yesay. Say new direction. Communication. Yes. The Abema party nwaya kono. There is a new way, and I'm telling you, say Sami Jemfi introduction and Pablo. Ono na youth wing, you know. Ono swa etumi make sure to co-invest no. Emma say omo je first we 10 ni na wo kwaje a place for meeting we for no resident tweeted for omo farmer wo we 10 but today they are giving a major campuses no, they are giving omo auditorium for the NDC to what, to host their event, and you see them all over the place. Now test koni muma ababeye the shadows of what the thing. In the past it wasn't like that. So if the man is saying say now the NDC is attracting elite, this is the history.
Okay,
this is how the NDC engineered. It was deliberate, and President Mills started it. President Mahama and now they are trying to ensure say it's that direction now no more. They will try and poach the elite into Mimi say I was there and somebody came into my DM, had communication with me and says I should come and what, align with the NDC. they are moving around and what poaching people.
Yeah.
Deliberate attempt to any joke. They are not sitting there saying say by default into Brabe they be joining. They make want to say.
Okay. So I know that the NPP people will watch this and probably pick one or two. The NDC people will say, I don't list also they almost secrets about, but it's no secret. It's up for everybody.
Yes,
yes.
Yes.
It's up for everybody. But come into the comment section, let us know what you think. But keep it real because the street is always watching.
You don't know these streets like we do.
We show.